Welcome back to another episode of Bufo Babbles. Today we'll be hearing from 3 UB students about their experience in their CCAs. Let's meet them now.
Hi everyone, I'm Riya. I'm in my year 3 and I'm from SIM Toastmasters Club.
I'm Kirstie and I'm from SIM String Ensemble and I've been in the club since 2018, I think.
Hi, I'm Eunice and I'm in SIM Taekwondo since July 2019.
So Toastmasters meetings are usually 2 times every month. We have meetings on the 2nd and 4th Tuesdays of every month, and the timings are usually from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. But if you come at 6:30, you can have a meal that Toastmasters provide. Toastmasters actually has a tradition to provide meals before meetings. So if you come at 6:30, you can have meals, or you can just directly come at 7 and attend the meetings. It's up to you.
We meet twice a week, usually from the period of June to like March to prepare for concert, because usually our end of production of concert is in March. And for each of these sessions, it will be 3 hours at each time. So once a week, it will be for sectionals, which is just with the section itself. And for the second meeting, it will be tutti, so it will be together with the whole ensemble. It will be with the conductor.
For SIM Taekwondo, currently we're doing trainings twice a week, 8 to 9:30. Sometimes it will be longer. But for freshies, currently we're doing it once a week on Thursdays, 7 to 8.
So during sectionals, you work with your sectional instructor, whether it's the violin, the viola, or the cello. And then after that, following that, we come together in tutti and we'll be doing it with the conductor. COVID actually disrupted this because it's very difficult for us to rehearse together online. So because of COVID, the tutti was cancelled and it was just mostly sectionals. And it's more of like a one-to-one thing where students are allocated a specific time slot within that duration, and then they will work on certain aspects of the pieces or repertoire with the instructor. My favorite part about going for CCAs, after that our conductor will bring us out for supper. It's late, but after that, we talk about things and we eat together. So that part I think is really fun. And even now when I'm working, sometimes I still go back for rehearsals because I guess it's some form of de-stress. Yeah.
Okay, so for Taekwondo, usually we start out with PT. So pre-COVID times, we will do running around. So we will be situated actually like near the bus stop. And back then we will actually run about. It's crazy. We will run about and we will do side steps. Those are usually our PT. Then after that, we will go straight into like kicks. And usually our head coach, Bufo, who used to be from MRIT. So he will actually handle our trainings. Then for Pumse is what we call pattern. This is crucial for our grading. We will have Wesley Sir, who is also one of our alumni from SIM. He will also handle the Pumse parts. Post-COVID, because now it's online, mainly it's Baoshan Sir that is doing our Zoom trainings. So instead of running, we will do on the spot. I'm sure if you all know, but knee tucks, butt kicks, a lot of different types of Taekwondo kicks also. I think I made a lot of good friends there, and it always makes me really excited to see them. Even if it's online, it's really nice to see faces that I don't really see. This experience is really great, and I'm really glad that I actually joined Taekwondo. Taekwondo gave me the reason to have a reason to be active. Yeah.
Toastmasters meetings are usually divided into 3 segments. The first segment is the prepared speech segment, where anybody who's interested in giving a prepared speech give a speech for about 5 to 7 minutes. The second segment is the table topics segment, which is a segment that's focusing on your impromptu speaking skills. The table topics master will be preparing the topics for the impromptu speeches, and participants from anyone from the audience can actually participate. The last segment of Toastmasters is the evaluator's speech. So this is a speech which evaluates the prepared speeches. So when we transitioned to online meetings because of COVID, we had a few awkward meetings, but then as we got adjusted to online meetings, things went smooth. I also noticed that online meetings increase participation. So if you were worried about people looking at you while you're speaking, you could actually shut down your camera and give speeches. When I came to Singapore, my dad asked me to join a Toastmaster club. And as I was searching for which Toastmaster club I would join, I found out that SIM had a Toastmaster club and I thought, okay, why not? One of my first speeches that I ever gave, it was an impromptu speech, the table topic speech. It wasn't bad for my first try, and I realized it's not as bad as I thought it was. And so I decided to volunteer more and put myself in more situations, volunteer in outreaches especially. Outreaches actually helped me a lot to gain confidence. So I'm really grateful to Toastmasters because of that.
So of course, my time in the CCA has definitely improved my playing ability, I guess, and I learned a lot about like event planning, doing the budgets, writing proposals for the schools. I guess these are some of the things that I learned. I feel everyone around me were just people, they're just people that was always striving to play better, to be better, and I guess that kind of rubbed off on me in some ways. Yeah.
So in Taekwondo, I think I developed quite a bit. Discipline-wise, there's a lot of exercises which you can't stop, and if you stop, they will probably add on even more, so you have to persevere. For my members, a lot of them really contributed to my experience in Taekwondo. They really motivate me to actually participate in competitions and to do even better than I did before. And it is without a doubt that my members, I will have a huge shout out here to Sujin, because she really motivated me to join the competitions. Really, it's like if she didn't join, I probably wouldn't join. So it's great, and I'm really happy to have joined Taekwondo and to meet all these amazing people.
So being in Toastmasters has definitely helped me gain my confidence, and my confidence levels has just developed as I move from one speech to the next. So today I am happy enough to say that I have the confidence to speak in front of any audience for at least 5 minutes. I've come a long way from where I used to be, so Toastmasters has really helped me. In addition to just public speaking and confidence, which is the main focus of the club, I have also gained other skills such as communication skills and critical thinking skills to some extent. Because if you have to write a speech, you need to really think about your audience and how you want to frame your speech, especially the opening and closing sentences, so that it can be really attention grabbing, and the way you organize your content in a way to suit the audience. All of this needs to be thought really well before you write a speech and deliver it. So Toastmasters has definitely helped me develop this, and also networking skills and presentation skills. Toastmasters has really helped me develop these skills as well. Toastmasters has and will always help you in your all-rounder development.
So for the Taekwondo segment, I will be teaching our two participants how to do a front kick. Then after that, we'll have a mini competition for 30 seconds and we'll see who can kick the most. So for front kick, we just have to lift up our legs, go to like a knee hug, then we'll just lift it up. Okay, so I will have my holder here to show you an example. So that's how we do it.
1, go!
Are we done? No, keep going, keep going. A bit more, a bit more. Okay, done.
Okay, so today I'll be guiding Eunice and Riya to play a little bit of the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Yeah. Okay. So you start with D open string 2 times, A open string twice, first finger twice, once on the A open string, then D string third finger, second finger, first finger, and then after open string. Okay? Then A open, yeah. 2, 1. Then open on the D, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Your turn. Where's that stupid Oh. So, and go. 2, 1. No. Okay. Let go. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Right.
Hi everyone, so for today's Toastmaster related activity, I have prepared a few speeches for which is basically highlighting the importance of the table topics segment of Toastmasters meetings, where we practice impromptu speeches. So I've prepared 3 different topics and we're going to choose any one of them and give speeches. Yeah, okay, so let me say this. Okay, when COVID first came to Singapore, what were your predictions and what were your initial thoughts on the situation? Okay, so
when COVID first came to Singapore, I didn't really have any predictions because it wasn't so serious yet. There were a lot of jokes, a lot of memes on Facebook that really did not age well, and initially I was a little bit scared, and after that we went into the whole circuit breaker thing. I never thought I would experience something like that in my life. It was a bit scary, but then also I got to spend 2 months at home and every day just order some delivery on the Grab food, and that was really relaxing. I've never ordered so many deliveries before in my life, but also at the same time I spent a lot of money. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Is that
So when COVID first came to Singapore, I wasn't in Singapore. I was in London, UB's London program by Dentistry. So when COVID first came to Singapore, I guess I wasn't too worried. I have to say I was more worried for my parents, my family. I don't remember it being very serious. I'm not too sure. I really can't remember. When I was in London, I heard about the hoarding of toilet roll. We kind of laughed about it in London. So yeah, I guess it didn't really age well because end up the people in London also started doing that when I left. Yeah, but COVID was interesting. For lack of better word, I was just say interesting. my experience was even more interesting because I did get COVID. I'm not afraid to say that, but I did get COVID after London, and I stayed in the hospital for about 2 months. It wasn't too serious for me, so I guess I was one of the luckier ones. Back then, I came back from London, and it was just probably 1 or 2 days after that. I was sick. I had sore throat, runny nose, cough, all the common symptoms. Like for normal, like when you're sick, it's like too common already. Yeah. So it wasn't that, to me it wasn't too bad. But when I called I want to go for a doctor, they said that I couldn't go because I was from London. So they insisted that I went to NCID for a swab test, and I did. And I went back home straight after that. The next day they called me and said, hey, you were tested positive, we need you to go down to NCID. So that was quite a panicky moment for me. I was like, oh no, what should I bring? What's going to happen to me? What about my family? So end up they got the quarantine order, and for my family it's a bit more troubling because I have younger sisters and my youngest was about 11. Yeah, so it was more troubling for them rather than for me. I wasn't too afraid of my situation. Yeah, so I guess now COVID, I wouldn't say it's good, but I also wouldn't say it's bad. So I hope that it gets better now.
We recruit all year round, and if you are keen to join us, you can look for us on Instagram with this handle. Yeah. Okay.
Taekwondo is not really recruiting now, but in December or January, if you are interested in Taekwondo, please drop us a DM on our Instagram page, SIM Taekwondo. I think you will be right. So let's go here. So if you're interested, please drop us a DM, okay?
We are still recruiting. 2 more weeks. I think we'll be recruiting for 2 to 3 more weeks. So if you're interested to either join the club or even know more about the club, head over to our Insta bio where you'll find a registration form to register. And our Instagram handle is SIM-UBSC, all short letters.
If you like this video, remember to like, share and subscribe.
And smash the bell button below. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye!